My grandson asked me once, he says, "Grampy, why are all your friends blind?" I didn't have an answer for him. Oh, I joined Lions Club in 1979 or 80, right along then. So, like 35 years. And I think shortly after that, I got involved with the Blind Bowlers because I heard about them and I came down just to see what they were doing. And about 15 years ago, the old man that started the whole thing decided to retire, and he died since. But I took it over when he decided to retire. And that was the year 2000 or 2001, right along then anyway, and I've done it ever since. We do it on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month. At 5 o'clock, I go out to make sure the bus is going to start on the cold days. And I go out at 7 and get in it and start off. And generally my first pickup is in Clinton, and then I stop in Waterville and Winslow on the way back by, and then around Augusta and Hollowell area, and we get to the bowling alley at 10.
Good morning, young fellas. You got ice there. Watch out, right from there on is ice.
Well, some of them are referred to me by others, and the Center for the Blind, and there's been a few of them that I've seen with a white cane, and I stop on the street and tell them what I do and invite them to come with us. And sometimes I scare people. The last time I counted, we had 29 people involved that were all visually impaired, but that varies too because some of them have died and we've gotten more, and some of them have moved away. So I don't know how many people are involved, but it varies anywhere from 10 to 20 every time we go.
Okay, there's a bus in the driveway. Oh, okay. Okay.
You can sit next to us, Cheryl.
I can?
Yeah?
You guys are so good to me.
I'm telling you.
Well, I'm going to go and see them.
You behave yourself if you're gonna ride with these guys.
I know, right? They always get me in trouble.
You're doing the best you can do.
The bus ride is great because everyone knows one another and before they even started, and they talk a lot about their issues of being blind and upcoming events that they all plan to go to, and we joke a lot and pick on one another some, but not anything very seriously, and we just have a great time. As far as helpers go, I didn't have helpers for a lot of years, and I begged people at other Lions clubs to come and help, and nobody ever did for a long time. And then I brought it up once that I really needed help, and all of a sudden, a lot of people decided to help. So now, except for Joni, Sue's sister, has helped me, I think, ever since pretty much ever since I started. And she's there every single week. And what a big help she is. And now we've got, I think, two Lions that come to help. And they're a big help too, but I don't know why I couldn't get help before, but all of a sudden I get all kinds of help. And
You're bowling, Judy? I That's right, that's the spirit. And your name? Cheryl. Is it C-H-E-R-Y-L?
I've been with the Blind Bowlers since the 70s sometime. That was when we were first getting started here in Maine with the small balls. It was done through the then Maine Center for the Blind out of Portland, but reaching out to the recreational side of things for folks who are blind and visually impaired. And that's one of the understandings that people need to have right away. When we talk about blind bowlers, we mean those who are visually impaired, and a few of whom happen to be totally blind. I stress this because the way people approach the bowling alley, the lanes, is very different for each person involved. But then, soon after that, it was encouraged that the Lions become involved in our bowling, not only for, quote, keeping score or helping some of the folks at the lanes to use the metal rails, but a lot of it is the transportation and getting to the bowling facility and back. And some people come who don't want to bowl, but want to be there for the camaraderie of the whole thing, socializing, I might say. And it's also a time afterward in more recent years to go to Pat's Pizza together. We go there because the staff are familiar with us and we know the restaurant itself pretty well as a group. And it's getting so even when we place our orders that the person who's most generally on duty on a Saturday afternoon remembers what a lot of folks most generally will order. For us, it's our spinaccia.
Not bad. Right down the middle should get the rest of them.
Rolf has been our, I call it bowling coordinator, although I'm not sure if there's really a title. He has been very devoted to us individually when people have needed rides for other things outside the bowling occasionally, when he can do that, when he's not busy. At one point a few years ago, we started making jokes about, well, if somebody gets a strike today in their bowling, that means they get a free lunch, right, Ralph? Well, that was before any real decision had been made about that. But since then, anytime anybody gets a strike, he is able through the Lions to take care of the lunch for that person. Gives another little incentive for some of our folks to do things. If Rolf were not available, however, on a given day, most likely it would be canceled because no one else would know how to coordinate what we do.
Oh, I'd just like to say that doing this has got me a whole new circle of friends that I'd have never known otherwise, and they're really great people, and that's the main reason why I'm so pleased that I do it. Just because I got to know so many people.